This is a really simple meal. Hot dogs and hamburgers. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it's probably common knowledge that you should never say or even think what could possibly go wrong, lest you find out. But probably more important than experiencing stuff going wrong, which we know it's going to do, is how we react to it. Hi, I'm Don Downs of RV Business Coach, and today I'm going to share the story of the Saturday night dinner on our last camping trip. I'll explain what happened, how we reacted, and why it matters to you. We'd planned a really simple meal that night, hot dogs and hamburgers. Easy enough, right? Toss them on the grill, cook them, you're done. What could go wrong? Well, when we got the grill out, we discovered we didn't have any charcoal. So we looked at going to a store and getting charcoal, but by the time we got there and got it and got back, it was just going to make dinner way too late. So we went to plan B. Now I carry a small portable tabletop gas grill with us when we camp. I found this grill in my dad's garage when after he had died we were cleaning it out. And so using it, brings back memories of him and fond memories of camping when we were growing up. So, it's kind of a nice thing to have around. So I got out the grill, I connected up the propane cylinder, lit the fire, and then I was walking around the campsite letting it preheat. And I hear my kids yelling, "Dad, Dad, the grill, look at the grill." And I look up and flames were shooting out of the grill. Flames were shooting out of the grill. So fortunately, I was able to reach around from behind and unscrew the propane tank, so that cut down the fuel source, but flames were still shooting up. They were coming out of the regulator and off of the wooden handle, which had caught on fire. I don't know if there was residual gas in the regulator or if it was just from the melted handle, but I was able to blow out the flames. And the handle was a bit blackened, still usable, but the knob on the regulator, it was a molten mess. And my immediate reaction was I should just chuck the whole grill into the trash, which I hated to do. So we moved on, decided to cook them in a pan on the stove on the camper. My oldest son, who's an excellent cook, took over, thankfully. And the result, we had some really excellent burgers and hot dogs. Sure, they didn't have the nice smoky taste that comes with cooking on a charcoal grill, but they were delicious anyway. And while he was cooking, I was able to do a little research, and I found that it was most likely just a problem with the regulator, and that I could get a new regulator for about 15 bucks. So I didn't have to trash the grill that I got from my dad. In a lot of ways, supper was a disaster. We didn't get to enjoy food cooked on a charcoal grill. I damaged the grill that had belonged to my dad, and we had to cook hot dogs and hamburgers in a skillet, my least favorite way. But at the same time, I think that experience really contained some nice life lessons. Sometimes life just doesn't go as we had planned. We set goals, we make plans, we have dreams, and then things blow up in our face. For many of us, 2020 was a year where that happened a lot, and on a big scale. I remember scrolling through my Facebook feed December 31st and January 1st and seeing a lot of posts saying, "Goodbye 2020 and good riddance. Welcome 2021, it's about time, you couldn't come fast enough." But let me ask you something. How is 2021 going? For many, it's largely been an extension of 2020. We remained largely locked down. The economy didn't immediately rebound just because we started a new page on a calendar, or even 20 days later just because we got a new president. The country remains divided, in some ways even worse than before. And so many of the things that made 2020 so ugly have persisted in 2021. So in a lot of ways, 2021 has been like my camping trip. Great ideas that didn't work. Maybe some pivots and some backup plans. Many of them didn't work. But also, like my camping trip, there's still time to turn it around. In fact, we're beginning to see some encouraging changes. Lockdowns are easing for the most part. Mask requirements are easing. Employers are starting to hire again, which is great. Yeah, we know the Delta variant's out there and this could change all of that, so we may have to change plans and pivot some more. But for now, it looks like things are getting better. So despite what may have been a rocky start, there's still the opportunity to feast on 2021. We can still make it our best year yet. There's still time to assess your goals, or if you didn't make any goals, to create some now. And there's still time to make plans to meet those goals, and to pivot and recover if we need to. I'll soon be re-releasing a course I offered at the beginning of the year called Best Year Yet. Go check it out at go.rvbusinesscoach.com/2021. I'll put a link down in the comments. I'm offering a course to help you get back on track to make 2021 your best year yet. In the meantime, let me know. How has 2021 been for you so far? What challenges have you faced? Have you been able to overcome them? Could you use some help? Let me know in the comments below, or if you don't want to share it publicly, that's fine. Just shoot me an email at don@rvbusinesscoach.com. I look forward to hearing from you. Talk soon.